Hello, everybody, whoever's out there. So,
Hello, all the wonderful folks out there today.
at least I'm Audrey on here. So, Audrey, how are you feeling?
A little bit of allergy trouble, but I'll be okay.
Are you
And
feeling
we have a perfect storm going, so if anybody hears any rumbling in the background, that's not my stomach, that's thunder and lightning.
thunder and lightning? Always good to know.
Yeah. I ate dinner, I swear.
Oh, well, yeah, what'd you have?
Just macaroni and cheese. I I
Macaroni
am
and
I'm not
cheese.
not a cook.
I mean, that's a classic. I gotta go with it. Well, do you put the little breadcrumbs on top?
I chopped up hot dogs and added them to it.
Okay.
That's the key to
Yeah.
my cooking there.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's nice. Hello, Fred Flint. Hello, you
Hello,
say
Flip,
booyah.
and will you say booyah?
Yeah, so right away, Fred Flint, like, I don't know if you saw my message or saw all that stuff, so I apologize about the whole, well, I mean, I shouldn't apologize for it, but obviously I wasn't able to do the whole anime episodes just because of what happened family-wise, so it kind of stinks, but I did love solo leveling at the very end. Classroom Elite was awesome too, so it just kind of sucks about what happened there. So hopefully I can do it, but I mean, it was an awesome season. Yeah, so Spy Family movie. Oh yeah, that comes out. I'm so excited. My sister is like telling me she was gonna come and watch that. But her place cost she was telling me her place cost what was it? $18 to go see the movie Spy Family. My movie theater is $8.75, so mine's really really cheap. Uh,
A friend of mine went Tuesday to, like, AMC had this thing where you spend $5 and they show you a random movie that you haven't seen, and,
um,
it was Spy Family, but it was dubbed, so he walked out.
oh
He had
no.
he had tickets for
I
today.
I heard
It
that
felt good.
dub Anya voice, and I'm like, oh geez, that's not what I expected to actually hear. Not to say that I'm against it, right? But it's just a lot different than what I thought it would sound like. So
Uh, I don't know, I'm very anti-dubs because dubs can't do anime girls. They just can't.
yeah, that
They're
was
they
different.
can't make their voices sound like that.
I know it's like whatever you hear first. It's but yeah, like I heard that Anya, and I'm like, oh no, that's rough. But tonight I'm excited because I will say I'm feeling that kind of yeah, I prefer sub, but I'm feeling that kind of feeling in my mind where it's like, should I say watch the world burn in a way? And that's pretty bad because if you didn't check the news, if you didn't see what I was talking about, like the stock market's dying. Did you know that the stock market's like pretty much like it?
No.
Well, Israel is attacking Iran as we speak, so if World War
Okay.
III happens tomorrow, it was a pleasure being here with all of you. So just so you know that it's not anything funny, but what I mean by the whole watching the world burn thing, I I kind of have this. I know it's messed up, but I'm in that mood where I'm like, it would just be kind of funny if Oshinoko does not get announced tonight, just a little bit.
It could
Just
easily
a,
happen.
what? It would just fit, right? I was so I went
When you said watch the world burn, I thought you were referring to Cynthia getting fired from our
oh, from Magic the
resigning from
Gathering.
Milwaukee.
Oh
Yeah, yeah.
no. No, it was more just watching Oshinoko because I know so many people want it at this point that it's just like, you know what? Why don't we just not give it to him? Not just give it to him because they made people not no one made anybody do anything, but people danced for this set. People were really upset that it didn't come, and what better way to do that but just not giving it to everybody? Just pretty
Well,
amazing.
okay. Let me from a player's perspective,
Hmm.
that set looked so good on paper, but if you look at the reports out of Japan, you look at the reports on global, no one can get it to do anything.
Yeah, yeah,
And I mean, I've banged my head into a brick wall trying to get the Kana build to work, the 8 choice Kana build, and it just
not
if I
happening.
take it to if I take it to attorney, just expect to lose 2 or 3 games and call it a day.
Well,
The deck the deck just doesn't deal well with pressure at all.
it definitely feels like Oshinoko should be coming because it's like 9 months. 9 months later, like right now we're
You
on August, 9 months. That seems like it's appropriate that would be in September, but hey, who knows
you
really?
could, but you might as well call it Lycoris Recoil 2.
Oh no.
The
Did you
anime's great. People love the anime, but the set's garbo.
but the cards actually look really nice. By the way, looking nice. What do you think about these just to revisit this one more time. SECs, what do you think? Since
What
it does come out
Bushiroad
tomorrow. It does come out
Bushiroad
tomorrow.
put Bushiroad put a I think it was Sunday. They did like Shiny Sunday or Shiny
Oh yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
And they showed the Iriri SEC. And I mean, the stamp is this Saekano stamps always look dumb, but other than that, it looks like a pretty card.
Let me see if I can get it. It should be on Facebook.
Yep.
There it is.
There it is. Okay.
Wait, that's
There was okay, it wasn't Iriri, but okay.
I mean
But
just the
there's the Iriri.
SP, right? Like it looks really nice.
Yeah.
It does look really nice.
Yep, that's the post I saw.
But there's no
Yeah,
signatures.
that looks like a good card, but the stamp looks dumb.
There's no signatures. It'll be interesting to see how this sucker pans out. I mean, like the Japanese side, when I looked at it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, Japanese side. And this is what it looked like back then.
Those
That's
those have those prices are awful.
what? They look pretty solid. And you know why I say that? It's because look at Frieren. There you go. Oh, I remember when I looked at this, I was so I went to Vietnam, to do my grandma's passing away thing, and then with the last 2 full days, what we ended up doing was going to Vietnam. Or not Vietnam. We went to Vietnam, and then we went to Japan for 2 days, just
Okay.
to like I don't want to say decompress, but like the express goal to all of that, the reason why we did that was really just after what happened, just like take a little bit of time to just go there and pick up some things. Like I got my wife a bunch of face product because it's a lot cheaper with the yen being at like 155 to one. When I was there, it was like 152, 153 to a to US. It's like insane. It's the highest it's ever been, like the disparity. So um I saw these posters everywhere with Frieren and also Oshinoko. They had the 1 year anniversary. But when I looked it up, I saw that and it reminded me, and I looked up what the prices of these cards were. I'm like, oh my god, this is insane. Like, I mean, you got some 1980s over here, and then I just flip back here, and I'm like, well, Saekano doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look
Yeah.
too bad at all. Well, free rent. So if you're wondering, free rent prices are so low, and the only reason for that is because of how much was actually opened, right? Like
Yeah.
there was a ton of it actually opened up. It was crazy. So it goes with the whole popularity of the IP with people opening it. Like you could say the same thing happened with Dengeki Bunko, which if it comes to English with signatures, then yeah, I would imagine same thing happened. But that's what happened on the JP side, right? It was a ton of it got opened. So this is exactly what happened here. But take a look at this one right here. Free Ren trial deck. You got a 89 800. I love this SP right here. If everything out of this set, this is probably like my favorite card. So I don't know. I just like her holding a bag of apples.
It
But
is
yeah,
very wholesome.
yeah, it's very wholesome. But yeah, so SECs, there you go. This is what you're expecting to see if they had signatures. 39 398,000 yen is what we're looking at for the Megumi.
So 2 grand roughly, I guess.
Yeah, I wonder really how it's going to be because, right, SEC, I thought it was, and don't quote me on this, I was pretty sure it was like one per master back on JP side, right? I've been kind of out of it with everything that happened. But I thought it was one per master. I know it was like two SPs, like two SPs per case. Like it was, well, because you only have five. So that kind of makes sense. It's one SEC, one SP, or two SPs. So it's pretty awful. And then you think about like how many triple rares are in this set and SRs in this set, and this is a 2022 set. So I think it's like 2 foils per box, maybe. I'm not sure. It's yeah, it's they do have
Brutal. That's fucking
cereals.
brutal.
So let me go back here. We have cereals on these suckers, and then also the SPs do have it too. So everything has a serial number this time around. All right, there you go. It's pretty nuts, actually. So I don't know if like how people are going to value this one because again SEC that make this card right here with a cereal, without a cereal, people probably want the art, but how much you willing to pay for it. But at the same time, remember it's really rare. I was wonder in my head, like how many cases of this actually sold, right? Because I just said master case, but on the English side, our master case is 2 instead of 3.
Rudy tried to make the claim a couple days ago that it's one of the smallest print runs he ever saw in a Weiss set.
Right, so that's what I was like, I know
Not
it's
put his unofficial information where he looks at palette tags, but
yeah, because that makes sense to me. Because again, it's just Saekano.
right.
One of the things that I've talked about on the yeah, you just watched that video. The channel member video I just did was talking about what we know when it comes to sets coming out. So what happened with Lycoris Recoil? This actually totally applies. Lycoris, right? Lycoris Recoil did really bad. And the reason, like, it depends on your perspective of what bad actually defines out to be. If you see some of these card prices and see sales on these prices, you may say to me, it doesn't make sense what you mean by bad. But, like from a perspective of, let's say, the company, like Bushiroad, Weiss Schwarz, the company, I imagine they didn't sell a whole lot of these booster box cases compared to Azure Lane, right? And the reason why is because everybody knew what was in not everybody, I would say the majority of people know what was in the Lycoris Recoil set before it came out to English, right? So people knew to avoid this set because they didn't want to be stuck with a bad set, right? Meta-wise, not the greatest. You have SSPs that have signatures. 3 of them out of 5 weren't really that great. There were SPs inside of the trial deck that just had stamps and nobody really wanted them. You had Lycoris Recoil rares and you had OFRs. So like the set was pretty dead. But for the people that took the risk and actually ended up buying it and pulling the cards and wanting to sell it, they may have actually done pretty well because a lot of people avoided it. So the same thing here with Saekano, right? Like there's a lot of people that knew ahead of time what was inside of this. If you just take a little stroll through like the prices on these, right? The SECs we know are really expensive, but you have to discount the fact there's no signatures, there's serial numbers on here. You take a look at the SPs, not really the greatest. Then you look at the triple rares, and when you take a look at the triple rares, let me zoom out. It refuses to let me zoom out. I had to hit refresh. 1 second. Okay. If you take a look at the triple rares, you see how pretty poor they are, right? You have a triple rare that's like decent here. You look at the SRs, same idea. They're all pretty low. And it doesn't help that there's not like as many. And then your double rare is not the greatest either. So that all pretty much points to people realizing this in English and going, you know what, I'm not going to buy this set. That's pretty much what the answer to any of those alpha investment videos are, where he's like, I don't know why this set, more people didn't want it. Like he didn't know if it was because like it was the anime or the IP or something like that. It's because we have the ability to see how it did in JP and people go from there, right? So with Saekano, I was thinking in my mind just then, I was like, I know not a ton of this was actually sold, but it would be pretty insane if you got like basically a serial number every time you found one of these. And I know that's not actually true. But with how many that in my mind that I imagine, you probably have a fairly decent shot at getting a serial number. Is
Now,
where I'm going. Like it's a
I'm
lot better than some other sets. Is my point.
gonna counter that. It's
Hmm.
with the Review Starlight STRs, the Starlight Rares.
Uh-huh.
Very few Review Starlight 1 was horribly small. Nobody wanted it in English. And the numbers for them, all the ones I've seen are like 98 and like 99 and like 2 other numbers. So I have a feeling, if Bushiroad did do a really small print run and couldn't spread these out as much as they want, they'll probably just do like 1, 10, and 5. And skip and keep the rest in a vault somewhere or something.
I don't know. I mean, like in my mind, then if that were actually true, if they were to do that, that seems very scammy, in a way, because like your expectation as a buyer is once they print this thing out, it should have all the serial numbers in it, right? Like you should have the chance of actually getting the serial number. If they're holding the serial number, and we'll never know for sure unless someone actually opens, like that said vault and sees it inside of there. That would be some sort of yeah, it feels like a scam to me.
I
That
mean,
that's almost like
they've
that's almost
already
like
been 10.
McDonald's with that Monopoly game holding the boardwalk piece so that no one could ever get it.
Well, they hold it and then they eventually take it to a store, but is my understanding what
Oh no,
I've read.
I watched a Netflix documentary on it. They know where it prints out to be. Like they have this like envelope of all this stuff. It was actually pretty interesting because they were showing how the people in the factory, like some of them knew where it went, and then they would go get it or like swipe the pieces. So there was a documentary on that. So it did go out there.
Now one thing different about the STRs is they were supposed to be 99 of each of them, where these serials are only 10.
Right.
So that's maybe only 10 of them is a little more justifiable than the 99, but
Yeah, I can't imagine that. I can confirm that I have pulled 3 serialized cards. See that's what I'm saying right there. Like that is pretty crazy. I will the chance of getting it is a lot higher this time around,
I
especially
mean,
if you're selling play
right.
sets. Which ones you
That's
get, by the way? Ree said 300 boxes instead of his regular 1,000. That's pretty insane. And like the other part to that is I don't understand like I didn't watch the video or hear where that came from, but did he try to put his regular order 1,000 in and got cut off at 300? Because
yes.
is that what he said? Okay. I always stop and pause and think about that because again, we're like thinking about in my mind, print to demand. Why would they stop a guy from getting his 1,000? Like,
Well,
why
there we
would they?
go. Brian just threw it in the chat. He did 16 cases. Two of his numbers were 10. The other was 7.
Yeah.
That to me smells a little suspect.
Oh, because the SPs. That's right. I was just thinking about SECs, but there's S. We went through this, right? There's SPs in there, so
Right, but the fact that two of his numbers, he only
10
hit
10.
3 and two of his numbers are double.
If all 3 of them were 10, I'd give you that. But that's just that's 16 cases.
Right.
I had to think about that. I had to think about that one through. So, but these are neat. That's some good luck there. What are you gonna do with those SPs anyways? You gonna grade them? You gonna? We're just talking about Saint Goku. We're talking about Saekano and said serial numbers. Udaha SEC. What do I think about this? The one thing I hate about the Eri, and like if you've ever seen a Saekano video that I've done before, I love Eri. She's my favorite. But it's like this wall of text on her card. Let me see. All right, so the JP one goes about mid arm. Where does the English one go? Oh, about mid arm. That's about the same. Wait, wait. Yeah, mid arm, roughly. Yeah, but basically the same. Iri gets a little shorted here because of all that text. Yeah, these are some nice cards. Oh, they're getting sold. What are you pricing them at? Just throw it out here right now if you're looking to sell your cards. What are you going to be pricing these things at? I just want to I would like to know. I'm not going to buy it though. I actually had this thing earlier today because of everything that happened. It's like some life thing. I'll probably just save it for another day. But serial numbers. I would never buy a serial number. And it's more just like a life thing for me. But these cards do look really nice. So congratulations on it. They're on your site. Yeah, if you want to link it, feel free. We'll just check it out right now if you're okay with that. It's not every day that we get to. Are we breaking street date? What time is it? It is 11:21. So we're not breaking any sort of. We technically. It doesn't matter. I was a little sad about this when I was in Japan. I was like, man, I really want to go to this dream order thing. But obviously I'm back here in the United States at this point. I was a little upset because when I went to Japan, I actually had there was a Morphonica concert that Saturday, but of course it's sold out, so I couldn't get tickets to it. They probably sold out months before. Obviously, me just showing up, they're not going to just give me a ticket to get in there.
Now, something ran across my that I
Mhm.
thought was interesting in the comment section of the I just kind of skimmed it real quick. The comments of the last members video,
Yeah.
and it looked like the poster was making the comment that there's just nothing investable coming out. And maybe I
Uh,
misread it. Maybe I misread it, but because I just skimmed it really quick. But that got me thinking right before you called me,
mhm.
and I was like, he's kind of right.
No, that's basically what I was saying in my video. Yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree with that. And the reason why is because there's a lot of premium booster boxes. And if anybody knows my hatred of premium booster boxes, then I don't like investing in them at all. Like whatsoever. Ever. Ever. Ever, ever.
I was just thinking what's announced.
What?
I was just thinking. I was just trying to think of what's announced. Like, yeah, Boochi the Rock's probably not very investable.
Yeah.
It's playable. I mean, it's actually the set's pretty decent.
Yeah. From here
Though,
you got Bang Dream Premium Countdown. Uh you got My Go Trial Deck, which I know they've reprinted, which is pretty amazing. Yeah, Boochi the Rock. So go with your thoughts on Boochi.
Boochi, Boochi's actually kind of playable.
Mm-hmm.
It did some damage in the last Japanese national championship regionals here in the U.S. And it did really well in our waifu tourney. Somebody played Boochi waifu, and I did not see that coming. I just walked over to his table, saw what he had on the table, was like, wow, well, lovely. But I'm tying this in with something Ty Pruitt mentioned the other day when we were just talking at a locals. And the playability side is really being hurt by Chainsaw Man.
Yep.
Why buy something different if you've got Chainsaw Man? And I was thinking Bocchi the Rock kind of falls under that. Um the Bang Dream Premium, it's just a reprint set, so that doesn't help. So I don't know for the investors in the chat. I don't know outside of Hololive, yeah, if there's much coming for you guys to get super excited about selling to the players.
I
I mean,
mean,
there's going to be certain cards in Love Live Miracle Live that are going to go nuts. The Ruby Ricky is going to be obscene.
literally me, I'm not like
Every Love Live
investing
player needs
wise.
a
I don't
card.
I don't see anything that I would touch. And the reason why I go with this is right, like in the world of investing in stuff, like out there there's so many you can invest in anything, right? We already know this. You invest in cars,
Right.
wallets, purses, cards, stock market, which is, obviously we said earlier, tanking because of the whole Israel attacking Iran thing right now. There's so many opportunities in the world, right? Like I even said, you could shove it into a bank account or a CD and get like 5%. There's so many things that you can actually go for outside of people that open play sets and immediately sell this, that have the ability to immediately sell play sets. Um, it's really tough out there, like in the short term kind of thing. Like if you have a long term mindset, right? Like something like Lycoris Recoil, that definitely people avoided, and there's not as many boxes of it out there as other sets that could do well in the future. But like if you think of like short term, something like that, looking at what I see here, normal person just opening stuff and trying to make like a little bit of money. I think there's other opportunities out there in the world to use your money for. That's where I'm at in my mind.
I
Like,
was also kind of thinking, okay, that led me to start thinking about Japanese releases that could possibly be announced tonight. And like Frieren and Blue Archive are like the only two that I think would be exciting for collectors investors.
right, and no, well, and then
Well,
speaking of that, because I saw
honest,
that, but you see Boochi the Rock here on
definitely
sale on the JP
pick up
side.
for creators because,
Right
well,
there, you got
frankly, Man beats it all.
right. You got anytime this happens, right, it's just if you own JP and you're cool with owning JP, you're really happy. But obviously, you see what happens when you get an English release. You get this thing happening where it's on sale.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's the scary part. I mean, well, you have Oshinoko here that keeps getting reprinted, so that's why this price is still the way it is.
Yeah, Oshinoko gotten a reprint once or twice already.
Yeah, but I mean, imagine it get reprinted, and then announced on the English side, and this just sits here. So I can imagine there would be a little sale under here. By the way, they have this Quince thing. If you haven't seen it, I know people are talking about it. I like that
Huh.
one. My Miku. I mean, these are going to be the cards, right? They're just going to slice out each girl and put a little box around
Okay.
her. So these are the cards, I think. I mean, they did that every other time. So why would it be any different? But yeah, the Miku one looks really nice. CDs. Okay. Your prediction.
Oh,
Wow, I'm really behind on these. Yeah, go with your predictions. Just go for it.
okay. Um, I was kind of talking about this in my little group chat for locals. I was thinking possibilities for Oshinoko, Blue Archive, and Frieren.
Solid.
Um, I still haven't ruled out Uma Musume because of the Shadowverse. It's here in English in Shadowverse Evolve, which wouldn't be that bad of a set in English. I mean, it's not CSM, but it's honestly pretty decent. Um, Playability wise. Um,
What about Quince?
well, yeah. Well, I was gonna say also Quinn's Premium. I know I was forgetting there was one more I mentioned, but yeah, Quinn's
Quince.
Premium.
Yeah, there's plenty to announce. They got
So that's
plenty
kind
to
of my
choose from.
guesses. English exclusive. For an English exclusive option, just to throw it out there and be spicy, something from the DC universe. So, like maybe
Jeez.
a Suicide Squad set or something like that.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Too early, I think, for that. But yeah, it'd be neat to see.
Maybe an announcement for like the new Suicide Squad anime that's coming out.
Right. That's what I mean. It's too early. To me, it's too early for that. I wouldn't mind it. I think that'd be really cool. It makes sense with having the Batman Ninja, but I think it's too early. What? By the way, do you like this whole thing that they're doing now? With we saw this with Frieren, right? We had Frieren trial deck, and then booster box came out many months later. Same thing happened with Laid Back Camp. You can see it's trial deck 628, no booster box anywhere to be seen. Right? Like, do you like that? Do you like that delayed release?
That's how it was a lot of times in the old days.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
And
But do you like
that
that
kind of
now
unusual.
creeping back up? I know they're trying to take advantage of the anime still like being on, but
I mean, it really depends. I don't mind if it's a couple months. If it turns into a year, like Assault Lily did, then okay, it's a little silly.
Right.
I mean, Assault Lily was so bad they released a second trial deck just to remind everybody they have the franchise.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm really behind on these comments. So let's see. Let's take a look. Yeah, there hasn't been a good set, I think, for a while for collector. I mean, like Azure Lane was pretty easy. Like that was a solid one for the investor side. Hololive 2 did really well. I knew those two were gonna just be on it. Um, did I find any good Weiss stores while I was in Japan? I did not have the time to stop by any card shops at all. We were literally visiting, shopping, eating, visiting, shopping, eating, resting. It was a whirlwind 2 days. I am not joking. It was a fun time though. It was a lot of fun. I wish I would have got more face product for my wife, but we went to the airport and the people at the airport were like, the one lady doing our suitcase, she was like, "Oh my god, these are so light. You should buy more." And I thought I had a lot and I couldn't stuff anymore, and she just was like, "It's so light." Uh, start buying sealed Japanese Pokemon given the crash. Some of the pricing's crazy to me. I know like the Pokemon Japanese side, there's a lot of reprint happening there. Oh, Rurouni Kenshin. Do you see these cards? These previews, Audrey?
Yeah, actually, the artwork on them looked pretty good.
Yeah, where the heck is it? I saw that this morning. Let me go. 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 You're there. Bam. And I remember it saying like it was 10 newly drawn illustrations. So pretty sweet looking.
I like that they made Kenshin, more of his badassness self instead of the goofball.
I like this one right here. If I had to pick that one. That one. I like the whole swinging sword kind of motion that we got going on there. But yeah, no, these look really cool. I think anybody that... Oh, I got to see the cherry blossoms too. That reminded me. That was really nice. I got to see that. And that reminds me of 86 with the flowers just sitting there. Yeah, I think anybody that was interested in the set's going to be pretty happy. It has a date, so July 12th. There you
The
go.
people I know that are buying it were pretty happy with the reveals today. So.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's solid. I mean, I can't imagine being upset with any of that right there. I think, anyways. I don't know. You tell me. It looks good to me. My prediction for tonight is we are going to see Frieren Oshinoko. New fruit set. Oh, new fruit set. Did I'm glad they didn't do any sort of hints, unless that was the hint in there about like
I
the
don't
hop,
think
skip,
I
and
think he was
whatever.
just trying to make a pun for spring.
Yeah, I think it's a pun for spring. Legend
The
of Korra. Go
Saint
ahead.
Goku. I saw you say Mushoku and Rental Girlfriend and Goblin Slayer. Those are all three sets we would have seen in Japanese if they were if a new one was coming to English. So they're
Yeah.
not going to make. I don't think they're going to make any of the three of those English exclusives.
No, they won't. Sadly, because it'd be cool to see. What'd you say? Mishoku, Rent a Girlfriend, and Goblin Slayer. Man, Goblin Slayer would be sweet. But I guess not. Uh, waiting for Dengeki. The big question for Dengeki is, I've been saying it over and over again. Will there be signatures? Do you think there'll be signatures?
I think so.
You think so?
Yep.
Okay. And I would have said that. Like, I absolutely believe when they first announced it, they'd be signatures. Because, right, we had Sword Art Online, 10th anniversary, get signatures. My whole thing is, what's taking so long? That's all. It's you've announced Dengeki for the longest time. You've had sets that came out after Dengeki, right? Even this Shana one, right? Like realistically, Dengeki should have been here, right here, and for whatever reason, it still has not shown up yet. Maybe they're still negotiating. Maybe they're doing so. I have no idea, but it's just really odd to me that how long this one's actually taking to show up. So.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't have dates, so we could end up with dates for all these by the end of the night.
Oh yeah, I know, but I'm like,
They definitely give us dates for a few sets,
we
within the during
the
the
date.
streams.
What I mean is like this thing came out for JP side a while ago. So there's a bunch of sets that now have moved in front of, right? See, so there's Shana right there, 1020. Then Genki was September 1st, right? And then you have the Countdown collection, you have Boochi that came after. Like you have all these other sets that have, come out before, like after Dengeki that's, it doesn't have a date. So I'm like, is something delaying it? That's my in my mind. I'm like, is there something delaying this thing from actually getting a date? So I mean they could shove it in July, I guess. No, there's no way. This thing's a June 28. Uh, it just feels like there's something wrong with it. So that's my only guess. They're maybe negotiating, trying to see pricing. I don't know. Uh, English never releases in a good order. Yeah, I get it. Saekano, I mean, 2 years later, that's where we're at. Let's see. Dengeki, Quince, Bishoku, Red Girlfriend. That's what you said. Persona 3 is in standalone. Share the.
R2D2, they're not. I see your comment there. They just don't have the logistics to do it.
Yeah.
They really just don't have the logistics. I know in a perfect world, we'd see Weiss sets 3 months after the Japanese ones, like I think Pokemon does that.
Mm-hmm.
But the Singapore and the US office that do the translations and everything is just too small.
Yeah. They could get more people, but that doesn't seem like it's going to be a thing anytime soon. And with the way the economy is right now, it's like it's probably for the best that they didn't. Because I don't know about you, but I hear about all these companies laying off people now.
Yep.
It's pretty bad.
Second
So
getting hammered.
yeah, it's not good. I mean, yeah, I heard a lot. There's all these talks about all these companies just starting to lay off people. So I've heard a lot of different companies now just say that recently. So it's I guess it's good that they didn't hire more because they may have to look into. I haven't looked at their freaking quarterly statement in a while. Bushiroad. But I'll spare you that for right now as I bring this up. So Neopets is coming out with a TCG. I'm excited for that. Any of you Neopet nerds out there? I'm excited.
I also heard Magi Nation is supposed to get a reboot as a TCG.
Wait, what is that?
It was a anime style TCG that came out in like 2001, 2002. And it had some really good concepts, but it didn't stick.
Oh, that stinks.
Like it made like one set. Unfortunately, my LGS bought one or two sets. My LGS bought in. We actually ran events, and then boom.
Oh. See if they give me a fancy one. Do they have a fancy version? Nope. They did not give us a fancy version. Presentation materials. Wait. Here we go. Yes. How did Bushiroad do? Do you think the TC market is solid still or declining?
The TCG market, I would say
For
it's definitely in
Bushiroad.
decline.
For
Oh, for
Bushiroad.
Bushiroad,
Yeah.
I think it's in decline.
Okay, let's see.
I mean, we're losing a lot of the speculation money, a lot of the collector money.
Quarterly sales.
I mean, player counts at Bushiroad events are like the highest ever right now, but players tend to just buy their decks as singles and call it a day, so we're not worth a ton.
TCG. Ooh, no. There you go. Here's your answer. Net sales and profit decreased in the previous quarter, even though the performance was steady compared to the business plan. Entertainment business posted a loss for the first time in a quarter, as figures could not make up for the weak digital contents unit performance. So this is entertainment. I need to go to, I just want TCG alone. TCG unit, red. Ooh, it did go down. So you can see right here, 72.61 fourth quarter, first quarter 57.66, 46.92. So we are on a bit of decline. It's still higher in general from where we were back in 2019.
Yep.
But it's definitely gone down. Right here. I mean, even just like just using these right here. This is the lowest out of all of them. There you go. So worst out of the last 7 quarters. But I mean, 2022 did better, so it's still better than 2022 results. I guess it's the next one as this thing drops down to like 4,000. Remember, these numbers are in millions of yen, which are not as worth much as anymore. But yeah, there you go. So what we got here? I wonder if part of it's their own problem for not being able to print enough stuff, right? Because they keep having to reprint.
Blue Archive probably hurt.
Yeah, it's insane. Like they can't print enough, so that probably hurts their results too. This is Disney 100. Look at that thing. I don't want to put no comments out here.
Actually, if you look at that, they're saying the English and Japanese Weiss performed steadily. However, Vanguard and Shadowverse Evolve had a slight drop off in performance.
Yeah, I don't like when they write this. There needs to be a separate between Japan and English. If you really wanted to show us like the truth behind all this, you would break them down by each. But they're not going to do that, obviously, because why should they show that kind of stuff?
Right.
Yeah. But like I don't agree with combining these two together. They said it performs steadily, but that just could mean anything. Started sales of simplified Chinese version of Weiss Schwarz. Is anybody gonna buy the Chinese version? Are we there yet? Where we want to buy like all the different versions?
No.
No. Okay.
I don't need Chinese versions of live cards.
But is this is the light novel, right? Wait, I can just turn around. I can turn around. Yeah, that's a light novel box. Hold on. I'm stuck on my headphone. Wait, is it? Yeah. JP box. Light novel version. Wait, is it? Where's my other version? Hold on. I can't hear you. I'm going to take this off.
Oh, okay. I wonder where I'm going to get my my Go TDs typewriter. I need to find 2 of those. And then I'm going to play Harukagi on everybody and make them suffer. Haha.
Yeah, it's light novel. I'm like rooting through my stuff back here, like just all these different boxes. Okay, had to know. Okay, that was enough. So financial wise, we'll see. Dream Order to be released. Wouldn't that be funny if on here it told us what's coming? Tell me what's coming on the English version. Nope. Others. They just wrote others down there. That's cool.
That's a very corporate answer.
Yeah, others. I thought that would be really neat if they put that here. Okay. Moving on. Do you ever think we're getting a Disney set?
Not in English.
Not in English. Okay. I mean,
I think Lurkana would stop that.
Yeah. I like when I remember seeing this, and I think I said that last time. Like, it looks cool, but I got Lorcana's out there. I don't see the point.
I'm curious if this set's gonna bomb. Can Bushi
Yeah.
can the Japanese side of the game, the Japanese island buyers, the homeland buyers, can they do the sales well without all the American speculation money that carried the previous sets? Because Lorcana's here.
The neat part, well, not the neat part, but more interesting is how crazy people buy this just because of Disney 100. Right? I pointed to Data Live 2. You know, people thinking Data Live 2 is going to do just as well as Data Live 1 because they didn't really understand like what was happening there when Data Live 1 actually dropped. But
Right.
yeah, you could actually be suckered into this one if you don't really love it and you just buy a bunch of it thinking this will be like Disney 100, could be a problem. But I mean, the cards look nice. I'm not against it.
No, they do look pretty nice. I'm certainly not arguing that at all.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, it's more just
It's just
I wouldn't touch it, me personally, just because it's like,
yeah,
man, we already got Lorcana, so
it
what's the point?
Bushiroad's kinda going back to the cow and she's dry now.
Yeah,
Went back to it a little too many times.
right. I mean, you had it in Blau. I don't know how many people like got this thing right here. There you go, Blau. Twisted Wonderland. Think it came out? I'm not really even sure anymore. Yeah, March 22nd. Did you look at this yet?
I haven't seen it.
All right, let's see. Let's just check out some Weiss Schwarz Blau.
I kind of forget Blau exists, to be honest.
Is it even? Yeah, here it is. Blau. Yeah, I honestly don't really think about Blau all that much. Kind of makes sense that I wouldn't, but here we go. Blau, how'd it do? These are. Wait, what the heck did I just click? This is not it. I clicked. Look. It says Disney Twisted Wonderland. That is some twisted Disney Wonderland looking cards right there. These, if I am correct, are your hollow stars. So yours. Yeah, that's okay.
Maybe it comes out today and they've messed up the link while they're trying to set it up
No, it came
for
out on
sale.
March 22nd.
Oh, okay.
I'll just try Disney. How about that? It's all one happy Disney thing, anyways. All right, this is not it. That is not it. So, hello, friends. Hello, Mr. Richest Man. How you doing? Yeah, they should do light novel in English. Do you think we'll ever see SAO light novel, Audrey? Is that a thing of the past at this point?
That would be my guess.
Never. So you're not the never say never. It's just don't even bother.
I'm not gonna say never because
Okay.
Bushiroad does really odd things that make me eat those words. I'm still eating it for 2 review sets.
Oh.
But I'm just gonna say don't get your hopes up.
Okay. There we are. I'd agree to that. Here's Conan. I mean, Conan's sold out. It's pretty crazy.
Akarin, I would still expect Hololive 3. I know Cover's doing their own TCG, but there there are a lot of things that are in multiple TCGs, and Cover Corp loves making money, and Bushiroad's probably pretty good money for them on royalties.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty crazy to think about that. They're making their own and they're getting Bushiroad's help on it. I guess it's a partnership. They're like, we're gonna make it anyways. You're either gonna help us or you're not gonna help us. So if you want the money, you might as well help us.
Now, I'm more for VTuber TCG. Shy Lily's doing one, so that's actually got with all the independents. That's actually got me way more excited than a Hololive TCG. It should. I would think Shy Lily will do it in English, so
There's too
that
many
could be a lot of
TCGs.
fun.
It's too many TCGs. Way too many.
I respectfully disagree with you on that.
Too many of them. I mean, even
No,
Neopets is getting one. That's when you know it's over. When Neopets is resurrecting a freaking TCG.
he's had one before.
Huh?
Neopets has had one.
Oh yeah, no, I know. They're making another one. That's how you know when stuff is starting to resurrect. Then there we are. We have too many. There's too many out there.
I mean, I could see that, the arguments for having too many, but
Oh no,
the most fun
if you have the
the most
people,
fun
why not?
the most fun I remember having at my LGS as a TCG player was in the early 2000s, so 2001, 2002, and my deck bag literally had 10 different TCGs in it with tournament decks. Like, I carried 10 different game tournament decks. So Magi Nation, as we talked about earlier, and Sailor Moon, and Card Captors, and Pokemon, and Magic, and Legend of the Five Rings, WWE Raw Deal, Digimon,
How do you keep that all?
Dragon Ball Z.
How do you keep
I
that
mean,
all straight? Like,
what's that?
like, okay, I imagine like if you play Weiss, it's like second nature. Like if you play week after week, fine. If you play 2 card
Well,
games, it's probably okay. 3, 4,
well,
once you get to 10, it's like probably takes a
well,
little bit to get.
everything was added onto. Okay, so like the Star Trek game that was in my box, I had been playing for like 3 years at that point.
Uh-huh.
Pokemon I had been playing for, a year or two by that point. So, you have things just add up. Okay, I'm adding this other game. And the LGS did things like we had a Monday night anime league where you just play anime card games. And so we would do tournaments, anime league tournaments on Saturday and do like pick two of the games and run them as
All right.
local events for the ones that actually had tournament support. So like we did Card Captors and DBZ together. That was a really common thing. The old score Dragon Ball Z TCG, and we just okay, here's your Saturday. We're doing these 2 tournaments, and so you didn't have to play the game. You didn't play the games often, and yes, when you're playing that many games, there's very few that you're taking super serious.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Um,
able to keep it. Or I would say it would probably take me a little bit to jog my memory on it, right? Not to say that I completely forget, right? It's just too many things and like maybe intricate rules. Unless they all
a
play
lot
kind
of
of the
these
same, then that's
because a
probably
lot of these games weren't very well established. Like the Sailor Moon TCG, honestly, I mean, I apologize. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but literally after it was released, I called the company who made it and asked them how the heck am I supposed to run this as a tournament, and showed them an infinite loop that you could light on turn 1.
yeah.
And like, you need to errata Sailor Pluto that she removes from game after use, so you don't just draw at turn 1 and win.
Right.
You know, so that one, that game, they were just like, yeah, I agree. We'll announce that here on the website. For tournaments, do whatever you want. We'll send you some promos. You know, so it was really it wasn't like super in depth.
Yeah, I don't know.
One like Pokemon where it's super constructed formats, and
I'm like
you have all these forms to fill out and things like
I'm
that.
probably like the worst guy on it, but you see this brown envelope that I haven't opened yet? That I'm opening like right now. This should be. Yeah, there it is. Here it is. Union Arena, Hunter x Hunter, and then Jujutsu Kaisen. So I got my decks. I got this fancy. Did you get? You didn't get one, right?
I forgot to put an order in for one.
There we go. Union Arena. So speaking of another TCG, here we go. Union Arena. My brother actually wants to play this, so next time he comes over, I actually have somebody to play against. Should be really neat. So, anybody, you
The
doing?
more the more I put thought into Union Arena,
Mm-hmm.
the more intrigued I am on how it's going to do out here in the West.
I mean, if One Piece is any indication, as long as the gameplay is okay, I think it'd be
Well,
fine.
I'm actually, normally I would just rip a game for its bad gameplay, and I've ripped Union Arena in the past,
Yep,
but I kind of
I
rethought
remember.
about it. Now that it has English printed cards and stuff, if the economy doesn't stop collectors from buying, it could easily be a Pokemon style game where like 10% of the people play it. Because it has so many popular franchises.
It's the IPs that Weiss Schwarz hasn't gotten that I know a lot of people
Everybody
ask for.
bugs me every time I do demos. No, it's in a game called Union Arena. I'm sorry.
Yep, it's in Union Arena. I mean, they're even getting One Punch Man. So there's that. I remember every time I talk about Mob Psycho, there's somebody or myself that would say One Punch Man, right? Because same dude. So why? And now they're getting it. Now they have signatures. So it'd be neat.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I forgot. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, they're getting signatures now. I mean,
'cause-
they're literally Bandai's literally going. I think it's Bandai making it.
Yep.
Here's our game that is everything that you guys want Weiss to be, that Weiss isn't for out in the Western Hemisphere. So we're gonna print it for you. Have fun. I mean,
yeah, no, they're directly competing with Weiss
Right.
Schwarz on this one.
so as much as I don't. I'm not big on it. I don't like the titles that are in it. I don't like the look of the cards. I don't have any reason to get into it. Part of me's also going, huh, I might have to, there's kudos and credit to be given, and this could actually do decent.
Yeah, I mean, people are asking for Nikkei, and then there it is. It's there.
Right. I've even heard of stores picking it up and trying to actually run competitive play in the store for it.
So we'll see. Yeah, Union Arena will be very interesting. Like when this thing comes out, I say interesting because that's the price is right. The booster box is like are in the 50s, so it's nothing crazy.
That's a good price.
Yeah, it's not bad. Let's see.
Yeah, that's one we and you haven't talked about that, but I've been kind of like, as it's been getting closer to release, it's like, huh, maybe they got something here.
Yep, they do. They do. Let's see. Prediction: Dengeki release date: Oshinoko fruit set. JoJo Ocean. I forgot about JoJo. You remember about JoJo? I mean, they got the reprint. I think it's probably going to be a little later because the whole I guess you want it sooner if you're going to reprint the thing.
Right. I mean JoJo's I forgot about JoJo myself, but I'm certain I could see that as a possibility. If it gets announced tonight, you won't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say anything. I mean, it would make sense. You're kind of reprinting the dang thing, so why wouldn't you? Like, go ahead. I mean, that makes sense to me. Why not? Dr. Stone. Yeah, I know a lot of people. Dr. Stone. Did that not go to some TCG? Or am I like completely crazy now?
I'm not entirely sure.
It wasn't these. Oh, last thing. Anybody who's on the Osaka High School DxD? Who bought some? I bought some. I was sitting there that morning. I saw it pop up. I bought some. Not gonna lie.
Kyle Robertson, that hurts me inside greatly, sir.
There.
You cut deep, sir.
What?
Mr. Robertson's comment. Oh,
Weiss
that
dropped.
hurt.
UA picked up. I mean, it makes sense to me.
I haven't. That's why I didn't start arguing with him. I can understand,
Mm-hmm.
but that is not what I want to be hearing.
Yep. Alrighty, you know how this goes. This thing starts in 1 minute. Well, it says premieres in 60 seconds. So when this happens, I'm gonna mess with the sound because that starting thing like always sounds like really harsh. Audrey, I'll switch you here now.
Okay. And while Big B's working on that, guys, make sure you hit the like button. Give Big B a subscription. He puts out lots of videos with lots of good information.
I don't know about that. I will say though, that I'm going to try to make my videos better because after everything that's happened, I'm like I just need to give my best. Sometimes I've been making these videos and I kind of rush through it, but kind of actually want to do more fun videos that are like higher quality, I guess you would say. Does this thing actually just refresh? No. Premiere will begin shortly. Okay. I know it said 60 seconds, and I felt like 60 seconds already went by. I have to just keep hitting refresh. How does this work? I'm not a YouTube watcher. I just use it. I
Hey,
click.
Fred Flynn, I just saw your comment there. Is sorcery getting played, or
There's a lot of
is it
investment in it.
right? Because I mean, from the outside, I look at Rudy's videos and hometown TC, or no, I'm sorry, kitchen table TCG's videos, and
Oh shoot! All right, that was loud. Sorry.
to me, it kind of smells like MetaZoo 2.0 with better art, but I don't want to. It looks like the ownership put more effort into it than MetaZoo got for it. But Rudy getting all the promos and all that, it smells really fishy. So if you don't mind throwing in chat, I see that you just mentioned it is getting played. Do they have like sanctioned events and stuff, like company sponsored events, or is it just a couple people playing at home? I mean, what's the player base for that look like?
The people I see, like in my group, a lot of them are investing in it versus actual playing it. So these are hardcore MTG people, and I haven't seen as much play on my side. But dude, their playable cards do sell. Like One Piece,
Well,
you see them
so
crazy
did
things.
But so did Zeus technically, but
Oh, did they? Oh shoot, I didn't.
yeah.
Look. Oh, MetaZoo.
Actually, Zoo really screwed the players because the cards that were the most playable were the same chasers that the collectors wanted for the scarcity.
All right, I'm gonna turn the sound up when we get really close. Oh, by the way, do you think we'll make it past 2 minutes because they have to announce all the tournaments and crap? Remember the last one? It was like 2 minutes. I felt like the English one was. All right, hold on. I'm gonna turn on the music. I just don't want you to blast your ears with this like loading song, which it always does. So I'm just gonna do it very gently.
All I see is a dog on the screen on my end.
With
so
a
I'll
hop,
switch
skip,
it
and a
over.
jump,
I'll
it's spring
pull it
again.
up on,
Welcome back to another Bushiroad English conference. We've got tons of new information for you today, so grab a drink and sit tight. You're in for a treat.
TV animation Cardfight Vanguard Divines.
I totally agree, Brian. Pokemon being the exception.
Coming soon.
Did we just get hit with an ad?
Do you have a wish
Oh,
you
wait.
desperately want realized? Start your training for the fated clash with the Cardfight Vanguard Startup Trial Decks. These Startup Trial Decks go on sale today and are the perfect entry point for those interested in picking up Cardfight Vanguard. Each trial deck contains 55 cards, and certain cards have marked numbers so you can follow along to our brand new tutorial video. Once you're ready, upgrade your deck with cards and begin your journey in the world of Vanguard. Harness the power of the Divine Force with the release of the first Divine's booster pack, Fated Clash. If you've been keeping up with the latest season of the Cardfight
the
Vanguard
Skip
Divine
Bard card
Division,
already
you're
came out.
familiar with
Hold
the
on.
4 Fated 1 cards
There you go.
that make their appearance in this set. The Tournament Store Boost PR Pack campaign will be returning for the first Divine's booster pack as well. Get a special PR pack containing one of 6 collectible cards when you purchase any 8 Cardfight Vanguard English Edition booster packs from your local stores. Take hold of your miracle when Divine's
that
Booster
card
Pack
on?
01 Fated Clash releases on May 3rd. The 4 Fated 1 cards aren't the only ones making their debut in the first Divine's Booster Pack. Collaboration cards featuring the band members of Morphonica and Michael will also be available. These cards will be included as special EX rarities and available both as trigger cards.
Did you
and
see
member
Amane?
units with special order cards
She,
based on memorable songs like
For the
Morphonica's
voice actor
Daylight
card
and
collection,
Michael's
she had
Mayo
a
Yuta.
special made
Start
one
your sound checks
of her
to
for
commemorate
Vanguard.
the debut of Morphonica and Maigo in the world of Vanguard. We will also be launching a special time-limited login
Oh,
bonus
no, I didn't see
campaign in
that.
the English
Yeah,
version
no,
of
it looks
Vanguard
really nice.
Girls Band Party this May.
There was a
Players
quote
can look
right
forward to
underneath
free
there.
in-game stars and live
I think
boost
it's gonna be
items
really
in the form
popular. I
of
forget what it
Cardfight
said.
Vanguard decks. There'll even be a chance to get special in-game
You know, the
titles
flavor
and
text
pins
thing?
to decorate your player profile.
Uh-huh.
More information regarding
Yeah,
this
I don't remember
campaign
what it
will
said,
be
but I
announced
think a lot of
soon,
people
so stay
wanna-
tuned to the official Bang Dream Girls Band
Let me look.
Party social
He is a
media
popular
channels here.
Seiyu
Yeah.
at this point.
It's time to make your final choice this June with collaboration cards from the quintessential Quintuplets movie making their appearance in the second Divine's
What?
booster pack, Illusionless Strife. Each quintuplet will represent a single nation, and there will be a total of 32 collaboration cards for you to collect.
No.
Who you choose to walk down the aisle of victory with, you'll have until June 28th to decide. The Fated Clash continues in the second
Depends on the
Constructed
art.
Cup from June
That
28th
sucks.
to July 27th. Embrace nothingness and participate with bright lines available in the second Divine's Booster Pack, Illusioner's Strife. And you may be the fated one to walk away with this special playmat. Vanguard Day returns this August with new attractive prizes up for grabs. All
Yeah, there
participants
we
receive an entry
Quince
card
is
featuring
everywhere.
a special illustration of Suo from the Cardfight Vanguard Divine's animation.
They had a
The fated
pop-up
one to
store
ascend to the peak will
when I
walk
was
away
there in
with this
Japan.
exclusive
I didn't get a
playmat.
chance to go there
More
though.
information regarding Vanguard Day will be announced soon, so stay tuned to our official social media channels for more information. For all you event goers out there, we've got something for you to look forward to at our upcoming conventions. Starting from Anime Expo, you'll be able to receive one of these exclusive PR cards when you purchase the required amount of Cardfight Vanguard products. These PR cards feature memorable characters from Cardfight Vanguard Overdress and Will Dress, as well as units with the gorgeous nation-specific
Aw, look at that
figures.
one.
Are you all excited to begin your very own Fated Clash? Be sure to mark your calendars for these important
What do you think of
dates.
Bushy Matt's hair?
I was just gonna comment on
Weiss
that.
Schwarz.
Oh!
It looks like he went and got it dyed and
We're already on
Reaches
Weiss.
its grand finale on the stage of Weiss Schwarz.
Uh.
Saekano, the movie, finale, booster pack.
They didn't even show the SEC. Oh, they can't show the SEC because they're in towels.
Can you hear the crashing waves? Your favorite talents from Hololive Production are back to bask in the sun and frolic in the sea in Premium Booster Hololive Production Summer
Yay!
Collection.
We know
Pre-orders will be
this.
ending soon, so make
Oh,
sure
by the
you
way-
secure your orders at your local store.
Pre-orders
Speaking of
available until
pre-orders
April
that are ending
19th,
soon,
which is
our
literally
ambassadors
today.
From Hololive Production will be featured in their very
Get it
own
in, y'all. Get
premium
it
set.
in. You got
This unique set
you got
features
24
exclusive card
hours.
designs bundled up in a ready-made
Actually,
deck
for
of 50 cards,
one of my
sleeves,
LGS
and a deck
actually went
box,
hard on that.
making it the
I've been
perfect product for
swimming
both
in it.
new and experienced players to
That's
pick
why I
up.
say I'm like premium
Today's preset for our
boosters,
trip
unless you're
down
talking about the
memory lane.
ambassador set.
The various characters from Dengeki
Oh,
Bunko
here we got
will
a
be
date.
gracing the stage on October 25th.
Do we
So
get
mark your calendars.
signatures?
Pre-orders will be starting really soon, so stay tuned to our social media channels so you
Signatures.
can be first in line at your local store. Through the scorching deserts of
Okay.
Egypt,
Oh, at least we got the
cold
the
walls
date.
of Green Dolphin
I wonder
Prison,
why it
So
took so
these
long.
stand
Shana
users
will
are
not
fighting
be
to
a
save
thing
those
for very
they
much
hold
for
dear.
the
JoJo's
fall
Bizarre Adventure
season.
is back.
Oh, there it
Awaken
is,
your stand
JoJo.
And battle against the forces of
Congratulations,
darkness, Joe
Brian.
and Jolie in Premium Booster.
That makes a lot of
Crusaders,
sense.
And Premium Booster
Yep.
Stone Ocean later this year. But we don't have an exact release date just yet. You can take this time to practice iconic poses. From
I just remember when that reprint happened,
Thank you
people were
all
like,
for
that
the
doesn't
amazing
mean.
dance cover submissions.
Oh,
posted
here we
last
go.
year. You know who you are. With that, we'd like to make it official. We're excited to invite B Komachi and their friends to live out their idol
Wait,
lives on
what?
the stage of
Oh,
Grab your light sticks and start practicing your dance moves.
Pre-orders.
Pre-orders will start later today.
Yeah,
so
here-
Pre-orders
head over
May
to your local
13th.
stores and be the first to usher in a new era of
congratulations!
idols. While we're
Congratulations!
on
You're
the topic of
dancing.
new eras,
Oh, wait
it's
a minute,
time to
look
usher
how
in a
soon
new
the
chapter
pre-orders
in
end.
competitive Vice
Huh?
Schwarz as well. Experience an
The
ever-changing
pre-orders
stage
ended,
with
like,
a
May
rotating lineup
14th.
of your favorite idols.
Oh, yeah,
in
you
our
got like
brand
a
new
month.
shop-level
It's gonna
tournament
start, like,
series,
tomorrow.
Theme Cup. Participate with decks that
Theme
match the
Cup.
theme, and those who dazzle their way to the top will receive an English edition original PR card
Oh.
with illustrations by popular artists. You have 3 months to get your hands on these PR cards before the theme rotates. Have
That's
we
actually
piqued
pretty
your
cool.
interest? Well, we sure hope so. The first Theme Cup will run from July 19th to September 20th.
The
And
featured
stores will host
artists
one
and
Theme Cup
oh,
every
that
month.
is really
More
neat.
information
Actually,
regarding the prices and theme will be announced on our social media.
remember they
in the
did
near
say
future.
they were trying to be more
Did everyone
player
enjoy racking up their combo
focused.
meters for the 8
Yeah.
hit wonder campaign
Oh,
these past
oh,
few
yeah.
months?
Yeah.
And now that it's nearly over, we're happy to announce the next iteration as we celebrate the English edition.
Oh, they're gonna keep doing
the
it.
13 this year, the 13th anniversary exchange program. Participate in 8 monthly tournaments from July 1st to December 31st, and you receive an exclusive Bushinavi flare.
We'll talk about this later.
Flex this flare
At the
any
end,
Bushiroad
at the-
Championship Series 24-25 regional qualifier, and you'll also receive an exclusive promo card. On this note, we'd like to extend our deepest gratitude for your support these past 12 years, and we hope you'll continue to have fun on the stage of Weiss Schwarz. Oh, right, how could I forget? Ayakashi Triangle drops August 16th as well. And just so everyone's on the same page, here's the upcoming release schedule.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say nothing's gonna get censored. I mean, there's nothing to censor in Ayakashi Triangle,
Time
anyways.
is upon us. Do
But-
you possess the resolve to face their trial?
Yeah, they got Ayakashi.
Booster set 5.
There's no cards worth
Omens Eternal.
It's been about
Light
a month since
beaming
the
on
special
those- on
conference,
those
and
cards.
today we're back to share even more exciting information for Shadowverse Evolve. We hope you'll continue to blossom with excitement for the announcements we've lined up today. To celebrate the launch of Paragons of the Colosseum, official Bushiroad stores will be holding release tournaments in the Open 8 format from August 16th to September 13th. Wager your world against unrivaled warriors, and if you're worthy, you walk away with a super legendary version of Ginsetsu's Great Fox featuring the set logo. Head
Dang, this
towards
is Quinn's
the starting
premium.
stage in the second crossover set, the
Blue
Idolmaster
Archive.
Cinderella girls. Dazzling
Man, I
idols
see, like,
Anastasia
Idolmasters
and Rin
everywhere.
Shibuya will be stealing the limelight this October. Pre-orders will begin next month, so stay tuned to our official social
You
media
think Quince
channels
is
for more
everywhere? You got like
information.
Idolmaster
Make your
everywhere.
stage debuts in the Open 8 release tournaments for the Idolmaster Cinderella girls at official Bushiroad stores from October 11th.
I mean,
to
they were
November
even
1st.
in Union
Take your
Arena,
lessons and
so-
evolve your idols, and you may be the lucky owner of an Enchanted Dress token card.
Ooh.
We're only 3 months away from the launch of the first Glory Finder bundle, Guide to Glory. I've been busy cooking up spicy new decks and their accompanying Glory cards. For those unaware, a Glory card is a single card placed face up next to your leader at the start of the game, and it can be played at any point as if it were in your hand. The only catch is that this card must be the same class as your leader unless your deck is based on a specific universe. While technically any card that will go into your deck can be a Glory card, here are the suggested cards for the 4 decks in the bundle. First up, we have Arthur Night King. Overwhelm your opponents with ease thanks to his fanfare ability, which lets you flood your field with followers that cost 2 or less. What's more, any follower that comes into play while he's
I was
on the
confused
field
at who
will
was
evolve
Arthur.
for no
I was looking to
additional
the left, and then I saw the card on the
Sonic
right.
Racer, coming in the 6th booster set, is about to become exceptionally deadly. Next up, we have Golem Squad. While the price to play may seem steep, those
I get
blessed
it.
by luck may just be able to call upon fearsome allies that lurk in wait. Electo the Dissonant, Word Wielder Ginger, and even Bahamut are all potential candidates that may catch your opponent off guard. The third on the list is Orb of Desecration. Count down to your opponent's demise with this powerful amulet that increases your necro charge count at the end of each of your turns. Couple this with cards that fill up your cemetery, and once you reach 20, spawn a fearsome follower from the depths of the abyss and desecrate your opponent's chances of victory. And lastly, call upon the Tempest with Garula, Ruler of Storms. Use his powerful fanfare ability to search and play a 3-cost and 1-cost amulet from your deck. The possibilities are endless. What does his evolved ability do? I guess you have to stay tuned for the reveal soon. Powerful deities will also be joining the fray.
No
in the
Blue
first
Archive
bundle.
yet.
Odin
No Blue
storms in on
Archive.
his steed,
Blue Archive will be
clearing the
announced
path
at
to
some
victory
point.
by banishing 1 card on each opponent's field. If you're up for some mischief, dance with Loki.
I've said
And all
before,
your
the
fanfare
reason why
abilities
Blue
will activate
Archive
twice
hasn't
on the
actually
next
been
turn. Ward off the Spectre of Defeat
put out
with
there. It's
Athena,
very
a
recent,
powerful
and they're still
follower with
reprinting
huge
it.
defense.
They gotta
The reader
juice you
is
for all
damage
your
to
money
yourself
first
while
on the
reserved.
JP side
Forge a
before
new
they
card
release it
with
on the
Altair,
English side.
Holy Angel, and clear out nasty
Just my
threats
thought
residing
anyways.
on the field. And lastly, spice up the game with Genesis of Legend. This chaotic card forces all players to simultaneously reveal 1 follower or amulet in their hand. The player or players who reveal the card with the second highest cost will get to play that card for free. What legendary beings will emerge from this trial? You just have to play to find out. And there you have it, your first look at some of the exclusive cards coming out in the first Glory Finder bundle, Guide to Glory. More cards will be revealed in the coming months, so stay tuned to our official social media channels to be the first to catch a glimpse of these new cards. Embark on a new journey in the Glory Finder format in the Glory Finder trial. Gather your friends, build your own decks, and head to an official Bushiroad store.
Have you
and
tried
take part in this
Shadowverse
test
yet?
for glory. All participants will
I
receive a
played it
special
before
foil
it came out in
version of
English.
Genesis of Legend for clearing this trial. Glory Finder trials will run
wasn't
throughout
my
the month
thing,
of
but I
June
can see
right
why
up to the
people liked
release
it.
of the first Glory Finder bundle on July 19th. The
It
fun doesn't
plays a lot
stop
more
there.
strategy
We'll be
based than
ringing in the
Weiss's.
launch
Weiss
of the
has a lot
first
of
Glory Finder bundle
randomization in
with
it.
Glory Finder release events at official
And
Bushiroad
Shadowverse
stores.
is for
All
more,
participants
is
will
more like the
receive 1
Magic
card
play
from Promo Series
experience. There
6,
is some
and 1
randomization
lucky
with your
winner
deck
will
shuffles
also
and
receive
stuff,
a special
but-
foil version of Dragon Ren Quake. What does Dragon Ren Quake do?
You don't wanna
Stay
carry
tuned
10
for the
decks
card
on you
review in the
anymore?
future. Release events will run from the release
Oh,
of the first Glory
yes
Finder
and
bundle,
no.
Guide to Glory, on July 19th, and
It's
throughout the month of August.
More
We're
of
not done yet.
I don't have a
After
logo.
the release, you'll also be able to take part in
okay.
Glory Finder Clash, a series
Yeah,
of weekly
anywhere I
shop
would travel
tournaments
for
held at
tournaments
official
would be an hour
Bushiroad
drive.
stores. These tournaments will run alongside our
So-
regular shop tournaments, and all
I just assumed you
participants
had
will
it.
receive 1 card from
I'm
the
like-
current promo series.
I thought
Yeah.
Shadowverse
Up to 3
Playwise
lucky
is doing
winners will
okay.
receive 1 copy
Yeah, it
of
is.
the special foiled version of
Oh, yeah.
Dragon Ren.
It certainly is.
Last but not least, a new quest awaits all who attend any upcoming Bushiroad Championship
Oh,
Series
here we go.
events. Glory Finder Quest will be available as
I
a
thought they
side
meant,
event
like, everybody
where you
has
and
in every
newfound
card game.
allies will band together to complete a set of objectives. All participants will receive an exclusive Evolution Point card featuring Mono just for taking part. And if you and your newfound allies complete the quest, you'll also receive an evolution point card featuring a different model. Perhaps the real treasure will be the friends you make along the way?
It's
We're
true.
almost halfway through the Bushiroad Springfest season, which means there's still time for you to get your hands on the exclusive promo items this year. All participants receive an exclusive deck box, as well as these promo cards.
Ooh. How much are they selling for?
BSF Philippines and Vancouver, BC will be
That's
having
all I
soon,
care about.
So be sure to take part if you're in the area. You can still have
Actually,
fun
it'd be cool
even
to play.
without a team, as the free fight side event will also be available. Check out this link for the full schedule. Let's shift into high gear once again with some new information regarding Bushiroad Championship Series 24-25. Shop challenges will be starting this September. You have until the end of October to win yourselves a buy card that can be used at one BCS location of your choice.
Oh,
buy
only
cards are
one
extremely
store.
advantageous, so battle with all your might. Regional qualifiers will start in
Yeah,
October
I don't know
for
if we
North
even
and Latin
have-
Americas, or
Okay.
November for the
We got
Asia
the,
and
fall
Oceania
season
region and Europe,
announcements.
and
I
end
feel
in
like my
March
state has like a
2025.
bunch of
The top 3 players
Shadowverse.
from each regional qualifier will receive invitations to the World Finals taking place in spring 2025. We hope that this prolonged qualification period will allow for a variety of metagames to develop, while also allowing us more time to analyze data over a longer period. More details regarding the format and pricing
Like
will be
Chainsaw
announced
Man?
at the next conference, so stay
Like
tuned.
Chainsaw Man everywhere.
Apa kabar Indonesia? For those who missed the initial
Oh, they didn't
announcement,
give us a ban list,
Bushiroad
so
Expo
yeah.
will be heading to Indonesia in May as part of Comic Frontier. The event
Wait,
will be
did
held
they
in
say where the
Indonesia Convention
championship would be held
Exhibition,
at?
BSD City Hall in
Japan.
Tangerang from May 11
Japan.
to 12. Join
I don't-
us for 2
I don't know
exciting
what
days of
game it
activities
was.
with
I
speeches
feel
from
like
our very own CEO,
somewhere I
Taka
heard-
Hikidani, autograph
The stuff
sessions
they were
with our
just
voice
showing
talents
was for
and
all three.
illustrators,
Yeah.
even exclusive stage matches.
Like somewhere I
for
feel
Cardfight
like
Vanguard and
I heard
Shadowverse Evolve.
Hawaii.
Check out this link for more information. For fans everywhere else, fret not, the Bushiroad Expo experience will be coming to a country near you. We're currently knee-deep in preparations to bring the Bushiroad Expo
And this
experience
is
to
the-
Italy
this is
and
in
the United
Indonesia.
Kingdom this year.
Yeah. I
And we
can't
hope
wait
to
till
see
they
you
come
there.
to California.
For fans in the Americas, you'll be able to look forward to our presence at Level Up Expo in Las Vegas,
Oh.
Anime Expo in
Oh,
California,
California.
Gen Con in Indiana, and both New York Comic Con and Anime NYC in New York this year.
Oh, did you see
More
Anime
information for each
NYC?
event
There's
will be
3
announced
Love
in
Live
time,
people
so do
coming.
stay tuned to our social
I
media
really
channels for
thought about
latest
going.
updates.
Oh, I saw that. I was like,
Oh, that
oh,
was a
I wonder if
truckload of
Audrey's
information.
I
going.
If you
really
need more
thought
time to
about
digest
going, and
everything,
I just
fret
can't
not.
swing
You
it.
can catch up with all the changes on our official website and social
I
media
saw that and
channels.
I'm like, oh,
It
but that,
wasn't- it wasn't
What are you
really
most
new,
excited
so
for?
I made the
What are
choice
you
like,
looking
okay,
forward
I
to?
can pass.
Let us
Yeah,
know
yeah,
in
I
the
saw that,
comments
I'm
on
like, well-
Vegas. I'll see you in the summer.
that was a possibility, not just a guarantee.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, I chewed over it pretty hard.
Thanks for joining. Yeah, okay. The one thing I wanted to say was that Bridget promo. That 8-hit wonder thing.
Uh-huh. That thing has been a disaster.
Yeah.
I had a
Yeah.
very lengthy conversation with Bushiroad USA about it last like Tuesday.
Right.
To be honest, I think it's going to be one of the rarest cards ever printed outside of the World Championship cards. The reason for that is they're having major software issues with getting the title for it that you need in their Bushy Navi software system. I actually had to like email twice to get mine pushed through. And the other problem with it is that 2/3 of the events that you can run at an LGS don't count for it. So if I go to a shop challenge, it doesn't count. If I go to a title cup, it doesn't count. Well, Bushiroad wants us doing title cups every freaking month.
It sucks.
And you know, every store had a shop challenge. So it was really hard to get that. The only reason my locals is pulling it off is because our redemption time is in June with the Springfest. But a lot of other locations, they had to have their 8 in before like the April Springfest. And that was just really hard when they announced it, late January?
Right.
So that's they should be out there because they've done redemptions for them at events, and we have not seen a single one pop up on Global yet. So I feel like these things are going to be crazy rare.
What the heck is this? Sorry, I'm coughing. I'm sick.
I've got mine locked in. I'm hoping my significant other gets his locked in. I'm actually legitimately pondering sending them, if they look good, sending them in for grading and treating them like a flip, an investment flip.
You might as well. I mean, if you're gonna make some money,
And
bridge
just
it.
try to go all out and try to move the thing for $500 to $1,000.
Well, it's not
The
even
down-
out there on TCG players, so
The downside is it doesn't have a gold stamp, so it's not going to look as exclusive as it is. That is my big concern, because it doesn't even look like it's foiled in the picture.
no, it doesn't look like it at all.
So
8-hit wonder. Maybe one day they'll make like a Guilty Gear 2, because I know there's other characters people wanted. Unless this is it. This is it just ends here.
Yep.
But yeah, so what did you think about that? The next iteration of this? Do you think they'll have it all fixed and working, or is it just going to be a pain in the ass again?
like I said, I talked to Bushiroad at great length about some
Right.
things on.
But that's if you believe that they'll fix things.
They told me that they have received a lot of feedback along the same issue I had about a lot of the tournaments not counting for it and making it extremely hard to get. So I reported that everybody I know thought it was an awesome idea. Everybody hated how you implemented it.
Right.
Nobody would be complaining at all if you made it just attend English events. So I think if they've switched to that, the next one will be easy to get. It won't be nearly as rare, and everybody's going to enjoy getting it. But this iteration has just been extremely stressful for everybody.
Really, what they should do is like extend, right? Like make it June instead of June 30th. Make it August. That sounds fair. But if you're one of those people that get it and want to be super rare, then you'll want them to just end it at June 30th and burn the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be neat. Okay.
The theme comp, I couldn't really follow what it was. One thing that really worries me, I don't know if you guys know, but I actually run tournaments. I've been running Bushiroad tournaments since 2012. And Bushi Navi has created a lot of complications because at the store level for Bushiroad up until Bushi Navi, like earlier this year, was pretty hands off. So a lot of stores, worked with what their locals wanted. Some stores are English only, a lot of stores are mixed language events. The mixed language events all have a slew of different ways of handling the ban list. Most commonly is you play the ban list for your set. Even my group switched to that recently. But Bushi Navi is actually restricting the promo items that you receive based on how your attendance look. And they're wanting you to sign up for everything. Now, a lot of locals aren't really set up to run 4 Weiss Schwarz events a week. They're just not. My locals we don't even have weekly locals. We have bi-weekly locals. We play 2 locals at one location and 1 at another. Because that's what we can get for attendance, and literally the drive to my locals is an hour for most people, if not more. So gotta love living in rural Indiana. It's really gonna hurt. I'm kind of actually sad to see the theme event thing, even if it's good, because it's yet another thing I have to squeeze in on the schedule.
Right.
Bushiroad's already told me on that phone call, because I discussed this with them actually as well, that they want us to start having our people sign in for Bushi Navi on having like a JP event at the same time as we do our English one, because we run a mixed event, and then having people sign in for both just to see that they're showing up for the Japanese one, so we still get our Japanese promos. Because yes, I definitely want to push and encourage the English side of the game, but myself and other people in that group are JP players. We really just are. We masquerade as English players a couple times a year to play in the Spring Fest and stuff, but at our heart, the stuff we love is in JP. I'm never getting D4DJ in English. I no delusion.
Oh, you finally gave up on it.
I finally gave up on it.
Okay.
It ain't happening. So yet another thing that I have to squeeze in, I'm kind of going, well, crap, how do I run this? You know, because I'm already juggling 2 language formats, kind of mixing them together. The title cups are constant, even though some stores, there is a store that I know of that runs them successfully, but most don't. You know, and it's just so much that TOs are juggling with stores that, frankly, Weiss is like their 10th priority.
Also, the first theme cup
If
will run
Lorcana
July
needs a
19th
spot
to
and Weiss
September
needs a
20th.
spot, Lorcana's
Makes
probably
one
getting
theme
it
cup every
these
month.
days. Same with One Piece or Magic or, you know, all the other games that are doing very successfully. And I'm kind of seeing that. I'll have to look into more details and do my research and see what they're actually talking about. I was having a hard time following it, but I'm kind of going, not another format.
Yeah, I don't really get it. It
I don't
goes
either.
it goes for 3 months, and a store can host
And they want us
one
to
theme
run it
cup
once a
every
month.
month.
So pretty much for my one locals, it runs 2. That means my one event's a theme title cup, my second event's a theme cup.
Yeah, I mean the other part of this is I know there's some people that just get rid of their decks after a certain amount of time, right? Like seasons go by. I want to say seasons. I don't know if that's like the correct way to say it, right? Like I saw someone buying.
People dump it.
Yeah, like I see people have Chainsaw Man, and then after the tournament ended, they're getting rid of their Chainsaw Man cards. Like I've already seen that on
It's
Global,
not a very fun deck to play, and everybody hates you for playing it. So yeah, you dump
right?
it after Springfest.
But now with this theme cup, like I don't. I guess we'll know when we see the first one. But can you
Right.
imagine if you need a certain deck to play? I mean, a certain theme. I get it. Like there's themes to it, so it could be like
They're trying
girls that wear dresses or something.
I had to guess. Theme Cup is something I tried to do, similar to something I used to try to do at my locals, right? Try to do a day to force people to relook at the sets, relook at their builds, and try to build differently.
Right.
Because Bushiroad's probably sick of every English only event being like Chainsaw Man first, Chainsaw Man second, Gura third, a Quint second, fourth place, or no Chainsaw Man deck. You know, they're probably sick of seeing that in the reports from Bushy Navi or on Global or wherever. So they're trying to force people to build new decks, but do people have the cards? Because a lot of people I know that play English exclusively just buy singles. So
Right. I don't know if people have the cards to go with this theme.
If you put me into an English only event with a theme, I might even have to struggle. Because if it's like if the store's mandating, yes, you have to play in English. Unless the theme fits in Hololive or Quince, I'm kind of screwed.
Right. That's where my head's at. I'm like, I
For my
don't
theme- for my
know
theme
how
code
that.
test in Japanese, I could probably do about anything they wanted.
Oh, here, there's theme cup. Oh, here we go. We got info.
Did you find something on their website already?
What? It's on their
You said
website. Yeah,
Oh.
it's on their website.
Can you
Rules.
send me the link in chat so I can look at it while you're looking at it?
Yeah. I have it shared, unless it's not sharing correctly for you.
All I have is Doggo.
That's weird.
I have your stuffed dog icon in the brown background.
Okay, well then.
There we go, theme cup. All right, you guys get to watch me rage live as I read about this.
Let me try it again. That's so weird.
Look how negative I feel already.
All titles have been released in Weiss Schwarz English are eligible to use in theme cups. The theme cup will be conducted in a Swiss system format once every month for 3 months. When you register your deck for the theme cup on Bushy Navi, let us know in the registration form why your deck fits the theme. Why do you have to tell them that? They're not really like looking through that, are they? It's kind of nuts.
I guess they're gonna have to.
I guess they just want to know, and
There
then
is sections.
have
There is
fun.
sections for reports.
That's it. The first theme cup will run. Players, you English players will receive 1 PR card for participation. That's it. That's it. I mean, you'll know more than me because check with your local tournament store for more information. This is happening again July 19th. So there's going to be a bunch of time to figure that all out. But again, it's really... Yeah, hope you have your decks. Revisit past favorite titles and create new ways to play while staying in the theme. God only knows what that means.
They honestly, man, then they'd call it a title.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that they're having you justify the theme, because over the years I've ran theme events
They'll
and I've
strip you
ran
of your win.
waifu, you got to be really strict on it, or else somebody's going to say, well, the theme is girls who wear green. Well, girl so and so's hand is in the side picture corner of this card, therefore it should be legal.
I know right away. Ariri, you got it. Saekano. You better stock up on that Saekano playset. Let me see if I'm crazy.
So,
green, bam! Look at that.
Oh my god!
Right there.
I mean, as far as all titles have been released in Weiss Schwarz English are eligible. To be honest, most stores, when they run their title cups, tell people if you want to play for the title cup card, bring the set. Otherwise, bring whatever you normally would.
Well, you got to justify it now. You got to put it in Bushy Navi.
But I guess it's going to be in Bushy Navi.
Yeah. You'd always just lie and put a deck in there that you're not playing, but everybody in the store is like, this is how we're going to do it. You could do that.
I cannot confirm or deny that I know that that's happened. It was not with me. It was not with me. It wasn't with my locals, but I have heard of such things happening.
My thing is, we don't know what the theme is or anything like that, but if the cards are like impossible to get, feel free, right? Like for me, I'm not gonna expect anybody to, but we don't know yet. It's still too early.
I'm assuming a waifu tournament's gonna be one of the themes. I would assume.
Is that like no?
I mean, it's
Saekano. Wait, is it? It's midnight. Let's see these pre. Sorry, I didn't mean to switch, but let's see. Anybody put up an SEC? Utaha SEC 1200 1250. That's more than I thought it would be. Because she's holding some boob. There you go. Sorry. Sorry. I just saw this pop up when I hit back. It refreshed, so I saw numbers. Is there anything from Saekano that you want? Like card-wise, art-wise? Anybody?
Personally or chat?
Anybody. I have literally one card that I want from this set. I won't say what card it is, but there is one set that I'm looking for. One card that I'm looking for. That is all I want from Saekano. I'm just going to look through everything. So you have no idea which card I want, but I'm just looking through. $8. Is there any deals out here? Anybody see any deals yet? One last one. Oh wait, let me look at the double rares. Hold on. Double rares are always fun to watch when people put it up on a... So here's your...
Hey Brian, we need to know your site, so put a link in chat so we can pull it up and
if you can't put the site, just
the name of your business.
Yeah, just write the name and I'll look.
We'd love to give you a a little toss out, but
well, I just want to see that serial. I did see a serial number already, but yeah. Common Ground Collectibles. That's what I thought. I was pretty sure that's who you were. Hold on. I'm bringing it up on the other screen. That is not the right one. Here we are. Let me use... All right, here we go. Common Ground Collectibles. You'll see them all over Facebook Global. I mean, they're in all different places, but that's where I normally see you all. See singles. RWBY, RWBY 775, 2,800 fair Megumi. Utaha $1,000, which is significantly cheaper than that other one. Harry 125, 125, 225, 100. Wait, where's the serial number one at? If you didn't put it up. on the front page. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, that there. Okay, let's see. $8,000. Ooh, that's fancy looking. You click. Like, oh, we got a video. Shoot, look at that. That's pretty fancy. I will say congratulations. Wait, let me see the other ones. Utaha. Number 10. That one's nice too. I like the foiling on these. $3,200. And then lastly, and that's your SP, and then we got Izumi. $10 of 10. Oh, you didn't show the back. People are gonna want to see the back. I could be a seller these days. I don't want to have to take a billion pictures and videos and all that stuff. Yeah, 16 cases. Or best offer. No, those are really nice, and congratulations on that, especially the Utaha. That one's it does look really nice. Looks really nice. The foiling on these actually are pretty nice. It definitely beats Saekano 1 and Saekano 2. Those were really bad. those are really bad looking. But yeah. Nice. Well, good luck on the selling. 8,000, so that's I know someone else got an Ariri. I heard about that one. Saw that one.
Wow, they've already got their playset pre-orders up for the 3 new announced sets.
Who? Common Ground?
Yep.
Oh, you gotta strike while the iron's hot.
Yep.
So yeah, there you go. Saekano finale, 235. There it is. Azure Lane.
Brian, does the Oshinoko come with the TD playsets included with your main playset?
Wait, oh, look at this.
Oh, okay. I see it now. What's the price? Okay. Okay. That's pretty good.
There you go. You see all these nice pictures here? Cool. There you go. So that's where we are right now. It's Saekano season with the double rares and not double rares, with the serial numbers and all of that good stuff. But hey, double rares. So I remember the disaster that happened with the disaster of Chainsaw Man when those double rares came out. That was bad. Bad. But these are $2.99 each. I'm sure someone's gonna pick something off here for no reason that I would say that. Yeah, you're quick with it.
I don't see the Love Live Miracle Live set though. I just see premium. Are you guys skipping that?
Yeah, no, I know the set was pretty bad. Like, just taking, we looked at Yuyute earlier when it came to the double rares and stuff. But it depends on how many of these things are going to be opened. So it was something that I've talked about with Lycoris Recoil. If you haven't looked at Lycoris Recoil in a while, or haven't looked at all, look at these double rares. Does that scream like a set that people don't want to play? 1250, 992, 940, 979, 879. It's all relative to like the supply, demand, and love for the actual set. So we'll see what happens with Saekano. But there's somebody that loves this set out there somewhere.
Yep, that is very true.
Yeah, that's the life lesson to learn with Lycoris Recoil. Yeah, it's not competitive, for sure. Now, I know a lot of people have fun with it, but, knowing what we knew about Lycoris Recoil with the foils, with the signatures, trial deck, and all that stuff, how much was actually purchased, right? Even there's people that have talked about like the amount of supply of Lycoris Recoil. This is where the double rares end up. There's heavy buying. So same with Saekano, even though there are people that are not going to buy it for playability reasons, there's definitely going to be some people that will still buy it. And you play a dicey game here when we already know the supply of Saekano is very low. What does that really mean for the double rares supply available? But then now you have SECs with serial numbers that actually have interesting art on them, as opposed to like the prior Saekanos with their art, which was really, really bad. Like when they changed them over. So a lot to think about with Saekano for the brave, I will say, out there. For the brave people.
Brian, you make a pretty spicy remark on that last comment, so I want to address it.
Go.
You're right that people don't test enough in English. I will give you that. However, English is already figured out by the time it hits the shore here. JP does the JP players, the JP events. That's where all the playtesting gets done for Weiss Schwarz. The decks, very, very few decks even get altered much when they come over and get played in English. So yes, if you really want to make Review Starlight work, you can brew it hard and try to make something work at local level. But at the highest level of competitive play, the decks are already very well figured out. I mean, unfortunately, because they're just, copy paste of the Japanese lists that are already doing well. Yes, you do. Yes, English. I see your comment there. Yes, English does get only 1/3 of the sets, and it has its own different ban list. But what generally ends up happening is the really oppressive decks that do come over end up being what's used. Like even if Uma Musume was a big factor in last year's Japanese World season, but it's died to Chainsaw Man. It needed Chainsaw Man ban before it could really do a ton of damage. And yeah, that's not over here, but it really doesn't matter that it's not over here because Chainsaw Man would just be beating the heck out of it anyway.
Right.
So, unfortunately, I agree. I wish we had more testing. But I'll throw myself under the bus. I do all my testing in JP for the set, and if it's a set I really care about, I probably have it in JP, and I'll test. Uma, I have 6 decks built, for example, and I really dug in, and I have 6 functional decks built out of Uma that have done okay at locals. But I don't feel that same urge for a lot of my English sets because I'm just not that as excited about them. So I will take the blame there as well as people who don't test enough in English. I'll just grab whatever deck is already figured out because, well, you play English to kick butt and take names these days. So at least that's my impression of it and how I handle it as a player.
I wonder where these and it's just because I have your site up. Like, I wonder where these SPs will end up. Because like, if you think people are gonna go for the SECs because of the serial numbers, I know the SPs have serial numbers, but then you look at set 2 and where these prices are. Like, what would that be? I don't know. Lots to think about for me on this one. But Saekano definitely wasn't one of those ones that I would ever invest in.
I don't want to write Saekano. I have, unfortunately, playability wise,
Holy shit.
Saekano has beat the tar out of me.
Look at that, 2069.
I know it can do some damage with set 3. The problem is what it has to go against in the rest of English due to the non-ban list and due to what's available in English.
Right.
In a ban, if Chainsaw Man got hit really hard, Gura got hit really hard, Saekano actually be one that if you wanted the dark horse secret deck that nobody would see coming, that would be a good one. Also to go to Brian's last comment, you're a Revengers player. Woo! And back to Ninja, you were working hard, sir, and you've got my respect.
Yeah, but once someone figures it out, right? Like you know it's about to happen because everybody buys up all the cards. Look at these. Saekano 1. To $30, Ariri, Utaha 53, Trial Deck 70, 23, 35, 52. Just ugly looking cards. Like, ugly pricing. I'm not saying the cards are ugly. They're not the best. $30. That's crazy. That's mind-blowing to me, like, just to see that. But, I mean, oh my god, a case is $500.
Right, but, like, the Icy Tail Mishiru, unless somebody's building Mishiru waifu, they're not touching that card.
Theme deck, theme cup, Icy Tails, girlfriend, cousin. Isn't she like a cousin or something?
I'm not sure. I only watched one episode of the show.
Oh, you didn't watch it? I watched them all.
I feel watched like episode 0, and it wasn't for me.
Oh, yeah, not for everybody. Yeah. Wow, this one, what? Triple rare. No one wanted some of Utaha here. $3. Yeah, these are a little sad when I look at these prices, but that's it. Anything else? Wait, actually, going back to the Steam Cup because I kind of just want it. You have shop tournaments, right? So you have shop tournaments. Damn, that's the card. I did not expect to see that. I'm sorry. What? Oh, the Lunar New Year. Remember the one last year? Everybody bought it up. I see no triggers this time around. Just plain Shioko. I don't know what I think. I mean, I guess it's all right. I guess it's all right looking. Dang.
I mean, it's a good card for what it is.
What, Ariri or like just
Shioko card.
Okay.
Shioko card.
Shioko, yeah. Shop tournaments, then you have a theme cup. So I guess maybe you hold on to your shop tournament trial deck and hopefully you can wield that in the theme cup. And then you have their 8-hit wonder. You have title cups. I don't even know when you did. I just confuse that? I mean, I'm thinking title cup. Keep your title cup trial deck, and then use it in the theme cup.
Brian, I haven't seen a title cup for that, but they don't always do every set. So
yeah, they put too many sets out. You can't because it's like 2 a month, right? Are we still on 2 a month?
Well, I mean, yeah,
roughly,
like
roughly. And Bang Dream 517, 6. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Here's Boochi the Rock, and then you have RWBY. And then you have Love Live, and then Ayakashi Triangle August. And Hololive, apparently.
They have a
What the hell? The hell? They have Hololive Premium Booster 8-2. Then you have the Love Live 10th Anniversary 8-2. Oh my god. They have 5 releases. Wait, no, 4. Ayakashi Triangle on 8/16, and then you have Hololive Summer on 8/30. Yeah, because that makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense.
You say Booyah, which promo are you talking? Do you mean like the Japanese Aya from the packs? If you mean that, then yeah, there's one with stars and there's one that's just a regular one. On the Japanese ones.
That one. Ooh.
Oh, the Title Cup one there he had? I don't remember. I think it was just non-foil. But I don't remember.
I forget where you have to go on here to get that.
I think
I don't know. Yeah, no, August is going to be... That's probably why Dengeki got announced for October. Wait, Dengeki was October. When was JoJo? September?
Brian, I would guess next year for Frieren.
Frieren.
It's
Yeah.
usually 9 months after Japanese release.
Frieren won't be out there because they just released the booster box. Because of that whole delayed thing, it actually makes it even worse for us with the whole earlier about the trial deck coming out and then the booster box, because you're using the date when the booster box came out, which would have been April.
Hey, thanks for chiming in with that, Brian. I couldn't remember. I was thinking there might be, but I couldn't remember how it was set up. And Ricardo, yes, you missed the conference. New tournament type, restructuring of the big competitive festival events, and JoJo and Oshinoko got announced.
Yeah, we got. Oh, I had this freaking up. I could have just looked. All right, hold on. He had that little calendar. There it is. All right, let's see. Trying to do this off memory. August. The heck? Where's Dengeki? Oh, they didn't add it. That calendar didn't have that on there. They put a date here, but they just wrote coming soon. Let me reverse time here. Title Cup.
Ricardo, they are redoing. It looks like the BCS championship is going to go in the next year, and the Worlds will be in the fall. Will be in the spring, and they also introduced something called a theme cup.
How come I can't land on this? I see it like right here. Release date October 25th. Stone Ocean.
Oh, that's going to be a crazy August.
Where the heck was Oshinoko? It's time we make it official. There it is. Pre-orders May 13th. If there's no freaking date. If Hololive ends tomorrow, it's got to be a better way to do this. Hololive ends tomorrow, and it comes out in August. It's like 3 months, roughly 3 months, 3 to 4 months. So September. That'll be our September one. Oshinoko, and then Dengeki's in October. There you go. Oshinoko, are you prepared? Do you got your money?
I'm not sure what I'm gonna really have to think on that one.
Because you wanted Love Live, obviously.
Right, and I'm running into some budgetary issues, to be honest. 'Cause I also want Cinderella Girls, and I'm having some big budgetary issues, and and it may be one that gets opened so hard I can just single it. because I've done my testing on the JP side. But I've also had such horrible luck playing the deck that it's like, do I want to double buy it when all it does is hate me?
Mm-hmm. It's where singles come in, I guess. I guess. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. The only thing I have to really worry about is worry about as in Vanguard to see what Quince cards those actually are. Outside of that, what else do I have to worry about? Don't know. Dengeki, I'm still waiting. I need to see that they say signatures on there. I mean, I obviously think there will be signatures, but until I see it in black and white, there's I'm just gonna wait on that.
Better be
Ochinoko.
safe.
Yeah, I mean they'll put it up when the product page hits, or like when people put it up for pre-order, it'll say right on there, like if there's gonna be signatures or not. But I would imagine it would be signatures. That would be pretty insane if they didn't actually have signatures on there. And RWBY. RWBY's gonna be interesting to me. Like what happens here. I would imagine. Have you looked at RWBY at all?
The premium set or the OG one?
OG. Is there any
Um,
changes? Damn, 107. Sad.
The OG set was playable at one point. Not
Mhm.
anymore, but
People be buying. Yeah, oh wow. Yeah. This right here is all of March. Right there. So I mean it wouldn't be a bad thing to look in some of the cards from the first set.
no, there's definitely things in it.
Oh, okay, well, crap. If you needed a Pira or Ruby Rose, I mean they're kind of expensive. That's amazing for 16 listings. 16 listings and there's $10. Oh, did people? Oh, no. Oh, okay. I see why. They used to be not that price until it was slowly being bought. It's not being a buyout, but it's just slowly being bought. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah, that's good. So, I will say I'm sick. Right, I came back from my trip. I was on the airplane with a fever, so that was great. So I did come back on Tuesday officially, but I haven't been able to make videos because I've been coughing and stuff. I'm not well. But hopefully I can get back to making videos. I appreciate all of your kind words and everything for what happened there. I really do appreciate all of you for that. But we'll see about getting back on track. I don't know what videos I'm even going to make. There's so many that I want to do. Like, anime, Weiss, Rebirth. Freaking want to do Osuka. Because, where is the thing? There it is, High School DxD. Because people are all up on buying that. This should make Ochinoko pretty fun by coming out for another one. You have Ryza over here as well. So there's just a lot to talk about, not a lot of time. I actually do wonder what these prices are on Disney coming out, but we'll see. We'll see, but I'll try my best. At the same time, I just don't want to crank out crappy videos either. So, man, when I'm not trying to go back to this card, but like, look at is that what the cards for set 3 look? I opened set 3, the JP version. But I was trying to end here, but I just need to see this because I didn't try to bring that up. But when was that card from? The one I just had up on the screen? Because like that art looks like really...
I can't see your screen, so.
Oh.
I haven't been able to since the conference video.
Oh no, I'm sharing with you. Screen. The card that I have up here is this cat-eared beauty Ariri. and the art on it looks really bad. Like
Are you
comparatively,
talking about the promo?
yeah,
Okay.
that almost looks like set one. Wait, what is it? W98. Oh no, I don't know. Yeah, like the art looks completely different on it. It looks really bad. That almost looks like a set one card right there. So that's I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that. So Ariri, not our best looking card. There you go. Okay, well, thanks so much here, everybody, for being here. Thanks so much, Audrey, for being here.
No problem.
I guess I could just end with this.
Yeah.
When I was talking about serial numbers earlier today and everything that happened just recently, I was thinking in my mind that, you know, no matter how much money you have, if you can't actually afford these serial numbers, or I know what people like when it comes to serial numbers, right? We talked about it earlier. It was about like the rarity, the owning something that is rare and it's yours. Right? It's no one else can have it. It's like 1 out of 10, 10 out of 10, something like that. But then I thought to myself, it's like every day you have a 1 out of 1 experience, right? Like there's only one Audrey in the world. There's only one Brian, Ricardo, Fred Flint, Yusei Booya, Richest Man. You know, like we're all one of ones. And if I take anything from this whole card experience and what just happened recently was, right, like every day is a 1 out of 1, and you should live to your fullest, enjoying it to the max, because we never know what tomorrow is going to bring. So um, just treasure your 1 of 1 every day and the people around you that makes your life extra special, and try to make them happy as much as possible, because we got the world's happiest main heroine Megumi right on the screen. So that's what I thought about when I saw the serial numbers. It's like it's cool to collect those, but I think sometimes people forget, like in the moment, in your hobby, in whatever you do, that there's all these other things that are 1 of 1 experiences that you kind of just take for granted. So with that, I will see you all another time. Thanks for being here again. I really appreciate all of you. See you later. End.